what's up, my little tattletales? Really sad news. As you guys might have heard, and if you didn't, I'm sorry to be the ones to break the news. Coolio has passed away at the age of 59. I know this was reported a few hours ago, but I didn't want to say anything until we had more information, right? And you guys, the details are just tragic. I mean, I don't understand why this makes me so emotional, but I don't know. Coolio was like the homie, the uncle, the brother. He was everybody in my head, so many feel good times that we had memories of them. But let's actually get into this and talk about what we actually do know. All right. And this is what we know so far, because guess what? There's an autopsy being done. The police right now are saying they don't suspect foul play. However, they're doing a full autopsy because the manner that he was found was like a little bit odd, right? And it's standard procedure with somebody of his profile and the manner that he was found. TMZ even has some updates. We're going between CNN, TMZ, and Us Magazine. Okay, right? Let's just get it out here, right? He passed away, unfortunately, at 59 years old, so young. It was a cardiac arrest is suspected. All right. A cardiac arrest is suspected. Let me just give you guys the deets on why they think it is. Okay. Now, they said Coolio, the 90s rapper who lit up the music charts, 90s rapper, how dare you disrespect him? He is a forever rapper. He just had his biggest hits in the 90s. Gangster Paradise and Fantastic Voyage has passed away. His friend and manager, Jerez Posey, it's P-O-S-E-Y, Posey, told CNN, grow up, Tisa. Anyway, grow up, Tisa. This is important. So his manager, Jerez, said Coolio died in the afternoon hours, local time in Los Angeles on Wednesday. Now, details of the circumstances are really blurry. When contacted by CNN, Captain Eric Scott of the Los Angeles Fire Department confirmed that firefighters and paramedics responded to a call on the 2900 block of South Chesapeake Ave at 4 p.m. local time for reports of a medical emergency. Okay, I know they're like, whatever, but does CNN just know what happened to PNB Rock? Why are you putting his whole address like out there on Front Street? I know I just repeated it, but this is CNN. Millions are reading it. Y'all just, y'all the homies, right? Now, when they arrived, they found an unresponsive man and performed resuscitation efforts for approximately 45 minutes. The patient, unfortunately, was determined to have passed away just before 5 p.m. Now, Us Weekly has a little bit more detail, right? They're saying that Jerez actually found him. They're saying that Jerez, who the friend of Coolio. So anyway, TMZ is saying that there was a friend of Coolio that was with Coolio. Coolio said, yo, man, I'm going to the bathroom, right? But get this, right? And this is where things get weird. He wasn't at his house. So let me just reframe. Coolio was visiting a friend on Wednesday when he died suddenly. Okay? The friend of Coolio's grew concerned after the late rapper went to the bathroom and was indisposed for an extended period of time. After the music icon didn't respond to his name being called, the unidentified friend eventually went in and found Coolio laying on the floor. Now, an ambulance was called, and as you guys know, they did resuscitation for 45 minutes, and they pronounced the "see you when you get there" performer passed away at the scene. They believe Coolio went into cardiac arrest, which they suspect is his cause of death. They're saying the official cause of death has yet to be determined. You guys, they also said that Coolio was married from 1996 to 2000. He had 4 kids, Artisha, Brandy, Jackie, and son Artis. Artis, who co-starred with them on the 2008 reality series Coolio Rules. I remember Coolio Rules. I really, really liked that show. Coolio was just, he seemed like an all-around, really, really nice person. He released 8 solo albums between 94 and 2009. He also became a movie star. So sad. Appearing in Batman and Robin opposite George Clooney, as the Dark Knight, Get Over It with Kristen Dunst. I remember that. And Ben Affleck's Daredevil. He was the only shining one in that movie, right? He also hit the small screens with memorable appearances on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Nanny, Charmed, and Teachers. You know, what's more, and this is actually really amazing, you know, his friend and manager said, we are saddened. It's really sad. We're saddened by the loss of our dear friend and client who passed away this afternoon. Ooh, that was actually from Sheila Finnegan. Gosh, it's so sad. Hold on, let me get myself together. He touched the world. Hold on. All right, y'all, I'm back. He touched the world with a gift of his talent and will be missed. Thank you to everyone worldwide who has listened to his music and to everyone who has been reaching out regarding his passing. Please have Coolio's loved ones in your thoughts and prayers. Y'all, this is like beyond tragic. I wonder what caused the cardiac arrest. Now, it is important to note, thank God, TMC weren't the little demons they usually were. And they said that law enforcement sources tell TMZ, paramedics, and TMZ is trash, but they do have a direct hookup to paramedics and whatnot in California. They said paramedics were called to a house in Los Angeles around 4 p.m. for a medical emergency. When they got there, they pronounced Coolio passed away after 45 minutes of resuscitation. This is important. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ there were no drugs or drug paraphernalia were found at the scene of Coolio's death. An autopsy and toxicology tests will be used to determine the official cause of death. Now, one, that I'm glad that's there so nobody can like make a fuss out of it. But let's also not forget that Coolio, right? He grew up in Compton, California. He told the LA Times in 1994 he recalled falling into a drug scene, but getting himself out by pursuing a career in firefighting. Did you know that? He said, I wasn't looking for a career. I was looking for a way to clean up, a way to escape the drug thing. He's so inspirational. It was going to kill me, and I knew I had to stop. And firefighting training was the discipline I needed. We ran every day. I wasn't drinking or smoking or doing stuff I usually did. His rap career began in the 80s. He gained fame in the underground scene. Fantastic Voyage was the first song that really put him on the map. Arguably, his biggest song, Gangsta's Parasite, Gangsta's Paradise. Remember, I don't know why, I don't know any of those songs, but every time it comes on, I'm just like, I'm a solitary madman. Okay, fine, I'll be serious. From the soundtrack of Dangerous Minds. Remember Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer, where she went into like the hood and like, yeah, the 90s were a wild time. Let's see. Grew his star power to gigantic proportions. He won a Grammy in 1996 for the song, and the age of streaming, it continued to live on. In July 2022, the song reached a milestone 1 billion views. He said it's one of those kinds of songs that transcends generations. This was Coolio in a recent interview. I didn't use any trendy words. I think I made it timeless. Over his career, he sold more than 17 million records. He has a special place in the heart of some millennials for his work on the theme song of the popular Nickelodeon TV series Kenan and Kel. Wait, he did the theme song for Kenan and Kel? And he was also his contribution to the Dexter's Laboratory hip-hop experiment. I remember that. In recent years, Coolio enjoyed the perks of being a nostalgic figure, making television appearances on shows like Celebrity Cook-Off and Celebrity Chopped. He did have a show, Coolio Rules. You guys, again, I reached out to a lot of people, and by all accounts, I mean, it's verified. Anybody that's ever known him, met him, come in contact, he was an awesome guy. He really, he really was that person that goes on the show. It's not where you've been, it's where you're going, and what am I talking about? drag people all day, you know, for funny, for humor, for content. But like in all honesty, you cannot fault someone that literally took where he was and he's a self-made man and overcame obstacles that defeat most and many. I hope anybody can have a life as blessed and as adventurous as Coolio did. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is actually really sad, but I just wanted to bring you guys some updates on it. All right, my little tattletales, stay safe, hug the ones you love, and listen. It's not how many mistakes you make. It's not the BS you get into. The mark of a person's character is how long you take to extract yourself. Again, it could take a minute, it could take forever. Just as long as you're always working to betterment, that's all that matters. Rest in peace, Coolio, definitely. And I'll keep you guys updated. All right, my little tattletales, stay safe. Bye.
Always.